here at CyberTalks with Jason Payne, Chief Technology Officer at Microsoft Federal. Jason, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I'd like to start by asking, talk to us a little bit about how Microsoft has been making recent progress, if you will, over the past year in addressing things like cybersecurity and zero trust in the federal government.
Yeah, absolutely. The last year has really been an exciting one in the land of cybersecurity and zero trust. A lot of this really started back in May of 2021 with the Cybersecurity Executive Order, 14028, and we had follow-on orders around National Security Memo 8 as well as the Zero Trust Memo M2209. And I think a lot of those really demonstrated the government's focus on cybersecurity as a top priority area, given a lot of the nation-state level attacks that we're seeing. And Microsoft, being a provider to the government, has embraced that partnership and development of a lot of our products, features, capabilities, and frankly, our partner ecosystem. And so I think the first thing I'll say is that over the past year, we've seen a tremendous amount of success. A lot of times when we have these government mandates and policies, we don't necessarily see immediate follow-up or immediate impact from them. But in this case, we certainly have. Broadly across the government in civilian, defense, and as well as in intelligence spaces. I think one of the ones that we're most proud of the work that we're doing is at the Navy, helping them with their Flank Speed program to really demonstrate what zero trust can do at scale, both to protect production networks as well as increase the resiliency of applications and data.
Terrific. And then kind of looking ahead, if you will, what would you say are some of the top IT investment priorities at Microsoft heading into this new fiscal year in government and beyond?
Yeah, two really come to mind for me for that. I think the first of which would be the cyber talent gap that we face. And so Microsoft has invested $150 million in trying to close the modernization and security gaps, both at federal, state, and local government level. But we're also partnering heavily with organizations, particularly community colleges. We would like to increase the number of cyber experts in the market by 250,000 by 2025. I'm proud to say that we're on the way to getting there. We're currently working with 135 US-based community colleges, providing educator training, materials, course materials, and as well as scholarships for students that are pursuing degrees and higher level certifications. Another one of the areas that we're focusing on is threat intelligence. Certainly with the cyber talent gap that we're facing, we recognize that we need to improve the technologies and the tools that we're providing to cybersecurity professionals. In the last year alone, we saw over 61 billion authentication and identity attacks on the Microsoft Cloud Platform, and we defended against those successfully. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's the easy stuff that professionals have to defend against. So when we think about the broader landscape of the advancing complexity of attacks, we can only really improve the capability of cybersecurity experts through technologies such as machine learning and applied AI. So we're investing heavily in that to build a comprehensive threat intelligence platform that customers can bring into their existing environments with their on-premises tools and other cloud platform tools to really secure their entire ecosystem across applications, devices, identities, data, as well as other clouds.
Well, Jason Payne, thank you so much for joining us here at CyberTalks and talking about some of the things Microsoft's working on to help improve government security.
Great. Thank you for having me.